Hello and welcome back to another Strong Collectors Live. I'm your host, Dakota, here with my co host, as always, Jordan. And today we're going to be talking some toys. So we've had a few updates this week. Did you get anything this week, Jordan? Like anything purchased in
I
hand?
just got a cable in the mail. I have not
Oh,
opened them yet, but I just got them. I think last week I'd gotten the first appearance Batman, Mcfarlane as well. Very
nice.
happy with
Oh,
that,
yeah,
I
you were
gotta
saying you
say.
really liked that.
I am real hot to trot for that one. I am quite impressed. I couldn't believe when I looked back that one was $22.99.
Was it really?
I'm like, man, like very good. I gotta say that cape is impressive. Um, so I don't know what he's doing over there, but he at least has got the cape figured out.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think
it
what
looked
else. Yeah.
like thicker too, because I remember like the first few that he was putting out were really like you could see through them, but
hmm
this seemed a little bit
Yeah, I sent you some
more to it.
pictures, but it poses pretty well. I mean, it's not nearly a Mayfex level cape, but definitely much better than those like Batman. You all right?
I was just seeing what this was coming through the green screen behind me here.
What is it?
It's flooring, I think, for my in-laws'
Oh
house.
no, Dakota is being caved in.
Yeah.
We're for the first time ever, you're going to see a toy streamer buried alive by flooring.
Um, I actually got a pretty significant amount in this week. I broke down. I was like, you know what? I want to finish this Void Build-A-Figure. So I
hmm
got the Savage Namor, Namorita. Didn't need him to complete it, but I was like, if I'm buying these, I might as well get my Black Panther. Got him too. Namor and Namorita. I for sure am selling Namorita. I might keep just to see like head swap wise for Namor, because I feel like it'd be kind of cool to have like a more armored up Namor, but definitely not with that head. Um,
Yeah.
so we'll see. And like honestly, it almost feels like it's not even worth selling them. Like I could just throw them in storage while we're in the bus, and maybe in a year or two they tick up, but who knows? Namorita actually had to pay over retail, or like from Amazon, she was already increased in price because the Void Build-A-Figure is
hmm
a little bit more. I don't know, not probably as high a chance for clearance. So ended up paying $30 for her, but the Build-A-Figure I think is worth it. So
All right.
also got in, what did I get? Oh, the Shield 3-pack from Big Bad Toy Store.
Very nice.
That was, I don't remember how much that was. That was probably, I don't know, $90 probably. If it was 90, I'm pretty happy because that came with
Was
so many accessories.
wasn't it? It wasn't
75 maybe.
75? I thought it
I
was
think it was,
75.
yeah, 75, 79. I don't know if anybody in here remembers, but um, yeah, it's a ton of extras. I will say like the one downside to it is it comes with like 6 extra right hands and only 2 extra left hands. So I don't know whose idea
Hmm.
that was. That kind of is weird. But
Yeah.
otherwise, I'm pretty happy because like my shield display back there is one
hmm
of my favorites. So speaking, oh here, let me pull up your our slides here.
Oh, yeah.
So this is some of the stuff we're going to be talking about. But
hmm
before we do, got to do some like announcements and stuff. So after we do this live stream, Jordan and I do our recordings for next week. One of those
hmm
recordings is going to be the display rating ranking type of thing. We're not really going to
hmm
do like a ranking of like, oh, this display is trash. This display is, I
hmm
mean, we'll say what's awesome because there's a lot of really cool ones. I'm surprised how some of you guys' displays looked, but we're
hmm
going to do that after this. So you can stay tuned for that. We had, I think, just about 20, maybe a little bit more
hmm
people send us stuff. So we may have to do a kind of a recurring theme here every once in a while. If you guys do updates on your display, send us back in stuff. Also, call-in show. I think we didn't actually talk about this at all beforehand, Jordan, but
Okay.
I think I'm tempted to say next week we do a call-in show.
Call in.
My Wi-Fi even getting on here. We were like a minute late because I had to swap around. As soon as I get this bus done, I will go park us somewhere that has good Wi-Fi, and we will just
hmm
roll without a hitch. That's not
Right.
today, and it won't be next week. So let's plan for next week of a call-in show. I'll put the link in the description of the show so that you guys can call in, and then I think there can only be 10 people at a time. Well, we're not gonna have 10, but
Okay.
10 people can be waiting at a time. I'll bring one at a time on, and then boot you out, and then so you might have to kind of keep refreshing to get
hmm
in. But we'll chat. I don't know. Try to keep it sort of family friendly. I mean, we don't have to be PG, but if you go on here, start saying
Be
crazy,
a,
boot you. So,
we can be a edgy PG-13 though.
yeah. I think for the updates, we're doing our giveaways from the Strong Collector Comics. We're gonna do those after this, so stay tuned next week. We'll get those out. We've got what do we have? We have at least 2, 3. I want to say we've got like 4 figures to give away. So I was thinking, where are we at with subscribers right now? We're just under. So I was thinking maybe we do like a 3,000 subscriber giveaway. Maybe we do since you all are the real strong collectors, let's do a extra entry here.
Ooh.
I don't know where it's going to be. If it's, I mean, it'll be on Strong Collectors somewhere, but maybe work in somehow into your comment, because it's always a comment to enter to win something. Say telephone in there somehow, since that's what's on screen right now. However you work it in there, it works. Just randomly comment telephone and whatever else we say, but that'll get you an extra entry to win. I don't know. We've got some Marvel Legends and Mythic Legions to give away. So next slide.
All right.
I don't remember if we talked about this since it was available. I don't think so.
We did. I mean, we didn't talk about it on an episode or anything, but
right.
I think we chatted a bit.
Yeah.
Well,
so
there was, yeah. So go for it. What do you got?
Okay, I was just gonna say the whole debacle of supposed to be $74.99 and then it went up for $99.99. Was that intentional? Was that a ploy to see who buys at $99? I think that's maybe a stretch. I think Amazon's just kind of screwy with their pricing stuff, because they also had Wolverine and Spider-Man too low. What do you got?
Well, I want to say, I think that's a good idea. This is Dakota's conspiracy theory here. I don't know if it's Amazon. I don't know if it's Marvel Legends. I think there might be something to it, but the idea of it's a bit of a psyop to see, would we pay $99.99 for a 3-pack? Left up that way, see who'd put it in, and then correct it as a test to see, could we raise the prices? I don't think it's likely, but I think it's a fascinating idea as a big fan of toy conspiracy theories. So I definitely think the $99.99, I would be curious to know how many people were willing to pre-order it regardless at that price. I think it's interesting.
And like, I would like to, if Hasbro, if you're listening, I know, Dan has confirmed he's watched at least one of our shows.
That's true.
If you are watching, I pre-ordered at $99, but that's because I knew it was going to come back down. So don't count my vote as I would have paid $99, because if it was going to stay that way, I would have canceled and I wouldn't have ordered this. I think this is totally worth $75. I think it's a great price for that. $99 I think is insane and not worth it at all. So that's my 2 cents. Oh, speaking of 2 cents, I don't think or maybe I did tell you about this. We're going to talk about this in a few slides, but the Mythic Legions reveals came out, and then the next day in the Cabal, there was a bunch of people making posts of like, oh, here's my 2 cents on what I think about this wave and blah, blah, blah. So I made a post. I don't know if you saw it or not, but
I think I did, actually. I was going to ask you, because I didn't quite get the reference, but maybe I missed the... Yeah.
So I made a post saying, I see a bunch of people saying that they're putting in their 2 cents here. If you want to send me your 2 cents directly, here's my PayPal. Send it friends and family. Got lots of references, blah, blah, blah. And then here's a random picture of a Mythic Legion. And then somebody sent me 2 cents. So
wow. Hey.
I figured it was kind of one of those like silly enough things that somebody's, they'll probably chuckle at it, and it only cost them 2 cents to chuckle. And I chuckled too when I got the payment. So if any of you would like to send me 2 cents, you can go find my post on the Mythic Legion Cabal.
2 cents. What would the goods and service fee be on 2 cents?
I don't even know if there would be.
Would you get a part of a cent or no?
I don't think so. Maybe I would just get 1 cent. They would get 1 cent, or maybe they would just say like they're not going to take any fee for it because it's 2 cents. So I don't know. It's interesting though. Somebody send me 2 cents goods and services. We'll see what happens. Back to this 3-pack anyway. I did order this. Jordan, you passed on it.
I did, mainly because, I mean, the main pull for me would be a Dr. Doom. I've got my Mezco Doom. That's kind of, I don't see a Doom topping that for a long time. I like the idea of a Doom bot, but I was not interested in getting this pack with that. And something tells me if we got a Doom bot head, I think we might get a Doombot soon. I don't
Yeah.
know if it's super soon, but I'm willing to wait because I'm pretty still happy with my Toy Biz Doombots, to be quite honest with you.
Hmm.
And I mean, Taskmaster looks cool, not necessarily one I need, but cool. And
Right.
then I didn't love the look of the Iron Patriot. Maybe I'm nitpicking too much, but it didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll be honest too. I've been wanting an Iron Patriot for like ever. The old one was just too old and seemed
yeah,
too. I mean, like it was a Marvel Legend, but it's kind of one of those like Happy Meal
hmm
Marvel Legends where it's kind of like, not up to today's standards.
yeah,
This one is definitely better, but I
hmm
still think they could do better. Like I think maybe it just
right.
needs to be a little bit like a darker red. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
think
Maybe
the
in hand it'll be
colors
different,
are a
but
little off. Like
yeah, it
they're
just
off in different ways. Like I think the blue should be brighter. Maybe the red was kind of darker, and the silver looks kind of like bluish. So I don't know. Again, that sounds like I'm incredibly nitpicking on this. It's just,
yeah.
but I don't know. Um, that sound like a jerk. I think it's cool for.
Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting because we thought it was going to be a 4 pack, and I saw someone
Right.
commented saying they think it may have been priced as a 4 pack, which is kind of an interesting thought.
Yeah, I had seen
But
that. I because I've seen other people talk about that too. Because Rectangular leaked it, so it was supposed to have Loki in it, and they were like, "Oh, maybe they switched this up, and now Loki's supposed to come with Odin that we know is coming in the 85th." And I
ooh,
don't think that's how that is because they sent Robo like the figures in hand, so like the packaging is done, it's ready to go, and
yeah,
this is coming out in September or October, I think.
hmm
And like from our um last episode where we were talking about Dan interviewing or Dan and the Dan Who interview,
hmm
it
Dan on
takes
Dan.
13 months for them to make these figures and put them out. So that
Hmm
I don't think they could have switched it up like that just because he like if people are like, oh, it was leaked, so they wanted to keep us on our toes. That I don't think that's the case. I think the leak was
Yeah,
just a little. I still think we'll probably get that Loki if it was part of the leaks, but I just don't think it was like Hasbro's trying to do a quick switch around here.
hmm
Um,
yeah.
yeah, but I was thinking
I'm
that this
curious.
this
Yeah.
armor might be a little bit more toward like that first like reveal when he's like, oh, here's the new Avengers team, and maybe it's kind of a little bit more brighter like that, and then like as the series it kind of gets a
Mm,
little bit more darker looking like when
hmm
he's more with the Cabal or maybe depending on the
Yeah.
situation. I don't know. I'll take it for now. If they put out a single release Iron Patriot, I'll probably buy that one too. Um,
hmm
I don't have a Doctor Doom, so I'm pretty happy with this. I don't usually
Yeah.
love cloth capes, but I think it works good
hmm
on him.
I'd
Um,
be curious to see the quality of that cloth cape. So
yeah,
I'd like to. I don't
I
know.
wonder if I would expect McFarlane has surpassed Legends in the cloth cape department now. Um,
Mhm.
but he's been doing it a little bit longer than they. This is their first cloth cape, I think. Like they've had the cloth loin piece for Hawkeye, and then the lab coat, stuff like that, but never a cape, I don't
Yeah,
think.
I don't know, dude. That loin piece though, and the lab coats they always feel like junk
Oh
to
yeah,
me. Sorry,
I
not
totally
gonna.
agree. Yeah, I'm not
Maybe this will be
disagreeing there.
better, but
Hmm.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
At least they're trying.
Then Taskmaster, I actually am kind of excited for him too.
Hmm
I liked the old one, but I was like, I'm totally going to do another Taskmaster at some point, give him butterfly joints and just update him. So I sold that one off, which that one I think was going for a lot higher right before this was announced. So
Good
probably should have
time.
held on to mine for a little bit more, but oh well.
Yeah.
He
The
comes with a
tax
bunch of
master.
accessories. So, and I think his head looks pretty cool. I'm glad he's on the Vulcan
Hmm
body. Cool figure. Scar gonna be going up for
hmm
pre-order this week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and pre-order it. How about you, Jordan?
I think I'm good, but I
Okay.
support you doing it.
Okay.
Uh,
I was gonna say you really do need to stop me from buying some stuff. You should be like, Dakota, do you really need this? You're moving into a bus and you're not even gonna open this
all
for another
right.
year.
I
And
mean,
so
I can tell. I can try to
I
talk
mean,
you
not
out of
right
it if you
now.
want me
Not
to.
not today.
All right.
Not
All right.
but at some point you probably
Okay.
should. And not with Mythic Legions either. And I don't know how you're probably never gonna talk me
I,
out of buying something,
I was
but
gonna say.
you should try.
Okay, that's fair.
Just
He does
know that
look cool.
I'll go kicking and screaming
Definitely
when
looks
you do.
cool.
Yeah.
Right.
I think he's going to have alternate head, and then
hmm
fisted hands and gripping hands.
hmm
I think it's pretty cool, and he's got butterfly joints. So
Yeah,
I
I think it
wonder.
looks good. I hope this means we're revisiting the Planet Hulk era for
Yeah.
figures. I would love it. I mean, he spun out of Planet Hulk, so
Yeah.
you know, I want my World Breaker Hulk. I'd take a
Mm-hmm.
Green Scar. I'd take a Silver Savage. I'd take the whole Warbound at that point. Give me a multi pack.
For true.
For true.
Yeah. For true. I think. What would I want? I definitely would want like the World Breaker Hulk. I think I would. I mean, from that storyline, the number one thing I would want is a new Silver Savage.
Mm-hmm.
I think the one that they did, I don't even know what wave that was, but that one could just be
Dark Days, right?
Yeah, it's pretty skinny and
I've
just
seen it.
yeah, not a huge fan of that one.
That is a sweet design for the Silver Surfer. Wouldn't that be cool if we
Mhm.
met? That'd be a cool way. Maybe if you want to do something different, introduce something like that in the MCU.
Yeah.
And then he gets powered up, and that could
Mm.
explain why this could spin out into another episode. So I'm not going to get into it, but
Okay.
that's why there's the female Silver Surfer, because the other one is at a commish on Battle Planet.
Right.
Ooh,
Yeah.
A-bomb figure. Yeah.
Oh yeah, true that. That's a little post Planet Hulk
Yeah.
though, so
It's in that era though.
I think that's add that to A-bomb,
Mhm.
Kashala, Silver Savage. Those are high on my list.
Oh, I know.
I wouldn't. Well, I guess you kind of have your plan or your Frankencastle, but I feel like you could have a little bit more out there. We should do that, like a
figure I want that's never going to get made type thing.
right. Yeah, we could do that, like like our deep cut wish list or something.
Yeah, because even Frankencastle, there are more fans than just me, so I don't want it to be a figure that it's like only I probably want it, but I hope it happens.
Yeah, I really feel like that. Yeah, that's probably Kashala for me. I don't think anybody else is clamoring for that figure.
I mean, all of my Agents of Atlas. I don't know how many.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like there's always a lot of classic folks in the comments, like wanting the original looks and stuff. But
I just want the Wizard.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I could because they're doing those original Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's true. Maybe more.
So,
yeah.
But also Yondu and
it's not deep
Yondu was like he was super cheap, and then that Star-Lord is like $5 on Walmart right now.
Mm-hmm.
Might be maybe there's not as many people wanting the classics as the comments would lead us to believe. But if you want this Scar, I'll post to the affiliate links on our community page when it goes up. You buy a Scar, you send us a quarter, help us out. Mezco, Doc Ock.
I did see
You're a Mezco man, Jordan.
I am. I don't know, man. I mean, my first thought is I'm curious about the tentacles, of course, like what that technology will be like for Mezco. I just get anytime I see things like that, I flash back to the Toy Biz days where like my Doc Ock, like the plastic just burst out of the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, these are probably better quality for sure. He does look cool. He's certainly interesting. I'm pretty happy with the Legends one, to be honest. Like, I don't know if I really like. I'd be interested to see this one and like play with it and see what it's like. But I can't imagine this one being. I also kind of am a sucker for the little portly Doc Ock personally.
I was gonna say there's been a lot of complaints about him.
Belly.
Yeah, this one's too trim.
I think he may have looked like this in the older books, but I think pretty quickly he became iconically a little chubby, and I always liked that he was a little felt represented as a child. So even though it was in a supervillain, but I like that.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's how much was this? Do you remember?
120.
Oh, no way. No way, my friend.
Yeah, that's kind of what the others like. Spider-Man was 120 and Green Goblin was also 120, and I think Green Goblin to me makes more sense as 120. But yeah, this just because it comes with a bunch of different lengths of tentacles. I'm like, you could have like the shorter ones, kind of unnecessary. You could just wrap them around to be shorter. So I don't know, Not spending
little,
120 myself for sure.
yeah,
But
that's definitely a pass then.
yeah. Got the
Tumblr.
Tumbler 2-pack Lucius Fox. This was a Mcfarlane store exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
I
Was
don't
this
know.
one? Was it 80 or 70?
I
Was
didn't
it
even
70?
look at it.
I thought it was 69.99. Because I thought just the Tumblr was more. Wasn't it just the Tumblr?
This one?
Like, yeah.
I couldn't tell you.
It
I didn't
cost
want
more.
either one of them, so I didn't even
No,
look. I think
I
I
don't
posted
either.
the affiliate link for this, but I really hardly looked because I know some people were kind of excited. I think they were more excited about the regular one, but then you've got to buy it from Mcfarlane, and then you're going to pay, probably $20 to get it shipped to you or whatever it was.
Yeah, that's how they get you on those Mcfarlane stores.
Mm-hmm.
Shipping's a killer.
Yeah, for sure. So I don't know. I was surprised that you could fit 2 characters in here. So
Mm-hmm.
kind of impressed, but not impressed enough to purchase. But I don't know. Some people were excited. Oh, hey, now we're getting into the good stuff, baby. If you're not collecting Mythic Legions,
What are you
you're
doing?
doing it wrong. We won't spend too much on this. All right. T3 Collect says 100 for the Mcfarlane Toy Store one, and then 70 for the Amazon.
Yeah,
Yeesh.
see, that's what I thought.
$100 for the 2-pack? That seems like a lot. Was that how
I
much
had it right here.
the 89 one was?
No, the one with Batman. No, that one was like 70, I think.
That's what I thought. Yeah. That seems excessive. Interesting. Anyway, to Mythic Legions now. They had their reveal on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people were expecting a dragon. There was no dragon. People
No
were
dragon.
expecting a lot of version 2s, and there kind of was. No Otho. A lot of people were thinking Otho was going to show up. Not yet. So we got this.
More like Notho, am I right?
Oh ho. Very true. Let me pull up the page for this too.
That was good. That was so witty. Slick.
So these will be not quite in order, but this was
Mhm.
the first one that they revealed. This Knight is kind of like the very first Knight Builder they did, and then they did another one. So this is Knight Builder 3. $60 for all this, which is only $10 more than a standard retail figure. And you're getting a buttload of accessories there. I'll probably be purchasing that. And it's on the new Valiant Knight articulation. So even better. Look at all those looks you can get with that, Jordan.
Look at that.
Freaking awesome. They also have a 2-pack with, they're calling this the Malignancy of Gob Hollow. So these are the different looks you can get. Here's all the accessories that come with them. So this one is actually 2 figures. $75, a little more expensive. Jordan,
Right.
you like that pig nose, or what's so funny?
Well, I was going to make a funny joke. I didn't want to interrupt your flow and say I
Sorry.
once had an uncle who had a malignancy in his gob hollow. Hope it doesn't run in the family. Now this one is. I like that. Is that his cloak? The ears pointing out, or is that an extra head? Like the cloak head? Is that
no,
a cloak or is that a head?
That's a plastic hood attached to the head.
I thought it would have been adorable if he had little ear holes cut
Ear
out.
holes. That's a good idea. I like it.
That is cool. Okay, that's a lot of goblin.
That is a lot of goblin. I feel like that one can kind of like go outside of Mythic Legions, where you can have your goblins fighting either your Conans or your Thors, things like that. So kind of cool. I probably will be passing on that. You can stay tuned because since Jordan is such a sourpuss towards Mythic Legions, I'm going to have do another episode of my wife rating the Mythic Legions, and she actually points out things that I don't even see. So she'll like zoom in and be like, "Oh, look at the armor here and the scales and the." So we'll try that out. See if you folks likes listening to her a little more than you like listening to Jordan's.
Being replaced.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Here's another one.
I knew you'd be all over this guy.
Oh yeah, you put wings on it, and I can't help myself. Also, I really like this like more gladiator look too, like the white and the purple, gold. Sign me up.
Kind of like a matte pearlescent armor going on
right
there.
for true. And this is.
So you're trying to make that catch on?
I don't know. I guess I just said that twice today. I don't know.
I thought you were saying it as a reference to when you said it earlier, and I pointed
No,
out.
I didn't really realize I was saying it until that was already out of my mouth. So this one is a deluxe, and it's $40. So the standard price is $37. So they're only charging you $1 for a deluxe. So that's kind of cool. Because first, when they said, "Oh, this is going to be deluxe," I was like, "Ah, dang it!" And I want to pass on it because I didn't want to get that deluxe scapular too that they did because it was just too much stuff, and I don't want to pay the extra money for it. This one, I'm going to spend an extra few bucks for a pair of wings. After him, it's the gold skeleton 2. I saw the gold skeleton first, and I was like, "Oh, finally, a figure I can pass on. I don't need a gold skeleton."
Then,
they put wings on it. Sign me up. Another $40 one. All right, how about this? This is pretty cool, right? You gonna get that one, Jordan? Nah, you're not gonna get it. You know how I love my anthropomorphic figures? How about a little anthropomorphic thief?
Sam Simon said, "Ooh, kitty."
Yeah. I like the Jaguelians, and I think this is a really cool head sculpt for the Jaguelians. A lot of people have been calling this one's Papa Smurf on the side here.
That does. It's like gritty Papa Smurf.
Yeah.
All the Smurfs got wiped out by a skeleton. Or what's his name? Gargamel.
Yeah. This green head, I was like, "Oh, I don't even like the green head. That's fine. Something I don't like about it. I don't need 3 of these guys." And then they kind of like showed him back in the shadows, and the eyes kind of almost look like they're glowing out of the hood. I was like, all right, that's kind of cool. So really no misses here. Comes with 4 different daggers, soft goods, cloak. Sign me up, baby. At least
I like
one.
that he's doing black on brown. People always kind of get down on that, but it's a great color combo. I appreciate his fashion choice.
I didn't know you were so passionate about the black and brown.
I think black with brown is a great color combo.
All right.
I've been critiqued for it many times. Oh, and
how about Dark Centaur for you?
Is this their first Centaur?
No, they did a Farius, the one that I have.
Idiot. What do you think? I thought you said you were kind of on this one.
I am kind of on this one.
Since you already have a Centaur?
I think because I have the Centaur, I like the one I have, but at the same time, I don't love the horses so much because they take up a lot of space. So,
they do.
I got to kind of be picky and choosy on those. This one, I like the colors. It looks cool. I like the head sculpt, but I think I'll wait for some other Centaurs. If they do a skeleton Centaur, sign me up immediately. I'm down for that. This one is cool. Happy it's there, but not one that I need. One that I do need, though, is I need a Frost Ogre and a Frost Giant. Now, this one I think would be cool to pose fighting Thor, because I don't think Marvel Legends is going to do a Frost Giant anytime soon. So, a little bit of cross, which they showed the
Loki too.
That's true. They showed the Ogre version first, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's kind of cool." Like, I'm surprised that I'm not like totally socks knocked off. But then they showed the Frost Giant look, and I was like, "Oh, there it is. That's what we're going for." So, sign me up.
Sign you up.
Jordan, yeah. Fight your Thors, fight your Lokis, teaming up. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
So hard. It's like they're paying you.
They could send me a free figure every once in a while, and I'm in.
I gotta save it for my mezcos, dude.
Yeah, that's understandable. Pick it up at Legion's Con.
Once that Robert Pattinson hits, that'll be my 3 mezcos in a year.
True. You still probably got another year before that's coming.
You didn't save up. That'll be out by the time the second movie comes out.
Right.
6.
As a Spirit Bender number 2, a little upgrade from the other. I'm going for this one too. I like the magic effects. This was a figure that I would like to get, but she goes a little too expensive on the secondary for me to really purchase, so I haven't gotten her, but now I can get it. I like the blue. I like the skin color with the tattoos. Cool figure. This one I thought maybe was like most likely for you, just like a librarian ghost magic guy.
Librarian wizard man. I do like his little trinkets. Are very cool.
Yeah. This is one that I'm just a hard pass on. I don't have any need for a library. Although this ghost version is pretty cool. I do like that. Yeah, the other stuff I'm not too big on. But I thought this was overall a really cool wave. The all-in for it, so if you want to get all the figures, you get a little bit of a discount, is $420. Makes me want to buy it a little bit more just because I think it's funny.
$420, bro.
But I'm not going to go all in. So this is a pass, buy, pass, buy, pass, buy. So there you go. That's what I'm doing. In case you were curious.
I'm going all in, baby.
Going all in with a hard pass.
When you say it that way, come
on. I would love for another wave to come out that I want to go all in on. But at the same time, it's kind of like, I hope it's a small wave that I want to go all in on. Because I did do I think my first pre-order was an all in. Got the all in of All Stars 5. That was fun. That was all of the reveals that we had for the day. So coming up this week, we've got part 1 of Mcfarlane leaks, because as I was editing this, we got a more substantial list coming out. So after we're done doing the live stream, Jordan and I are going to record a new part 2 to the Mcfarlane leaks, because that ship is leaking.
Who's that guy?
That's just a random old dude. Because from that, because when we were talking about Commander Steel or whoever this guy is next to him, I was like, my comment to him was like, yeah, he's kind of one of those classic guys. I'm too young to really care about him, but all the old dudes will be happy. So I just found a really happy old dude.
He's not even that old, dude.
Well, he's older than us.
It's a random dude.
The picture was a little blurry. I had to zoom in and sharpen, clarify. So I brought his age down a little bit for him. But real quick, super chat from Michael.
Oh,
don't judge me, but I would love figs of Captain Britain, first outfit, the Human Fly, Stunt Hero, and Marvel's Tarzan.
Ooh.
I wonder if they could they do Tarzan? Because he's a public domain person, right?
Yeah. I don't think anybody really owns Tarzan.
Right.
Did you see the next comment?
No.
Okay, you're looking at
that old guy from it probably is. I just Googled excited old man and I pulled this. So, yeah, no.
It looks like he's about to get eaten by the Joker Dre.
I know, I thought that too. I figured this thumbnail doesn't have us, which I rarely do. Usually it's one of us in it. But I was like, this old guy will bring in some new faces. Like, if they don't know us, they're like, I'm not going to click on these guys. But, maybe this excited old Viagra guy will get some people to want to click. So
I like those selections for the figures, though. Captain Britain would be cool. OG. And Tarzan, yeah, I think that would be interesting.
I'm going to Google the Human Fly. Because is that different than the 5-pack?
I think so. I would need a refresher.
Oh, yeah.
Human Fly, Michael.
Quite different.
I apologize.
He's like all red with some white. Yeah, I've never seen him before. If I would have to guess by the... if I was going to have to guess by the selection of characters here, I would expect you're more in this thumbnail man's age gap than ours. A little more. I feel like do you remember what like the first comic books you were reading were? Like that were not like old books, they're just like you picked them up off the shelf and they were like newer? Because for me, I feel like it's
the first comic book I like collected and like followed.
Right. Yeah.
I think Marvel Zombies versus Army of Darkness.
Yeah, I remember you getting those.
That was probably 2005, 6 maybe. So,
yeah.
9 or 10. That was the first time. Like my brothers got me the first one because they knew I liked zombies, and then I collected the rest of them as they came out. He won the lottery. Yes, he did. Lifetime.
Michael's got another super chat. Speaking of old man, What would it take to get a Golden Age wave? I don't even know who that first one is.
Yeah.
Arcus?
Daredevil. I mentioned the wizard earlier in this
Yeah.
episode. I am very down for a wizard. Daredevil, is that the guy from? Are these all Marvel or are these other? Isn't Wizard Daredevil from your?
That's the death-defying devil from Project Superpower.
Oh, that's a different guy. Sorry.
Daredevil. That's I can't even look him up. Try Golden Age.
Oh, the First Vision. Okay, I know the First Vision. I didn't realize that was his name though.
Maybe it is the death-defying devil is Daredevil from Project Superpowers. And Wizard, I think, is also part of that group too. So maybe he is talking more Project Superpowers.
Wizards in Project Superpowers?
I think so. Or like like it's same devil.
Same devil. All right, there we go. Those devils. Oh yeah, there you go.
Project Superpower. Wizard.
I'd be excited about that too.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Of like one of our group chats was talking about wanting to have their own toy line and stuff, and they were talking about how they were going to get it from like Marvel and DC, and we're like, there's no shot. But if we were going to start a toy collector, like a toy action figure line, we would be doing those kind of projects or public domain type of characters. Just because I think they're cool themselves. Like you don't even have to really know the books. Like you can look at Black Terror and Death-Defying Devil and was it Madame Mask is another one. They're all just kind of cool looking. So
yeah,
I think that'd be cool. I'm surprised. I know that people have done them in like the Sandwich Man 5-point type of articulation, but nobody I don't think has done a very good 6-inch. So maybe that's just me. I don't know. Yeah. Next up, so this one is coming out tomorrow, I believe. So that'll be on Strong Collectors. Over on Strong Collector Comics, we're talking about the final chapter in The Long Halloween, The Last Halloween. So this is my number, like The Long Halloween is my number one favorite volume of comic books. So this, they're going to have, I think it's 10 issues, including issue 0, which is going to be the same as the Long Halloween special that they did. It's just kind of a reprint. So I don't actually think I have that one. I have to look, but I'll probably get it anyway. They're going to have, I'm also going to have to get all of these cover A and B, because cover A is going to be original, never before seen Tim Sale covers. And then cover B is going to be these like mugshot type covers. And I want both of those. Favorite storyline, I'll splurge. 2 covers for me.
I like it.
What would you pick,
when you're
Jordan?
Sleeping? Between what? just like when you're sleeping. 2 covers.
2 covers? Oh. Do you want like? Would you rather have the Tim Sale covers, or would you rather
Tim
have
Sale
the
all the way, baby?
Okay. I don't know. I just thought that these mugshot covers looked
cool
kind
idea.
of up your alley.
If I pick though, I go with Tim Sale.
Nice. So this will be, I don't know, at some other point this week on Strong Collector Comics. Also on Strong Collectors, we're going to have our interview with the Comic Capsule guys. We've sent, actually just today, I sent out 2 of our giveaways. What's so funny?
Stanley.
Yeah, that's in Andrew's like profile picture on the page.
I thought you were putting them on there, and then you just did another random insert.
Stanley. No, that's a picture of them together.
That's a great picture of me.
Yeah, that's a good one. I don't. What do you guys think of Jordan's new thumbnail image there? Start working those in where they fit. So this one was pretty fun. Got to talk to him about how they made comic capsules and how they all got together, kind of the challenges and all the cool stuff there. And then we'll send out 2 more comic capsules.
I was really hoping you randomly just slap Stanley on there.
Maybe I should start doing that. Just slapping random people in.
Make them think they're in the video.
Our exclusive interview. What? That can't be possible, is it? Saying you look evil.
Perhaps I am a little bit.
Just a little evil. All right. Next up, we did the Batman villains ranking.
Great work again.
Got to sneak those picks of Jordan in somewhere.
He looks like he could fit in at Arkham right there. He's he tried to be a hero and then just totally deranged, so he got locked up.
If anybody belongs in Arkham, it's him. So this one will be on Strong Collector Comics. That'll be coming later this week as well.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Evil.
bottom left, evil. I could have put your last picture in because that was the evil picture.
Oh yeah, he could be. Both hands.
And I think that is it for this week.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it for this week? Yeah. And then we're recording quite a bit after this, so I think, Jordan, we will call it there.
Mm-hmm.
We got work to do. Thank you all for sticking around. Remember, next week is call-in show. So if you want to come on the show, chat with Strong Collectors, Jordan and I, the most handsomest collectors in the game, that'll be next week. I'll put the description in that one, so I'll try to schedule that a little bit ahead of time so you all can plan for it. Like I said, though, if you can't get in right away because I can only have so many people in the waiting area, just refresh whenever I kick somebody off, and then we'll do that. So I don't know how long we'll be on. Maybe we'll try to do I try to keep these to a half hour so that we're not up all night recording. But might have to go a little bit longer next week just to fit everybody in.
Feels.
And then if we don't get through everybody, we'll just do another call-in show. We'll just talk to the people. Anyway, thank you for joining us. Make sure you hit the like button. You've made it this far. It's one click. Go watch those other videos. And until next time, stay strong.